Alright, we've just experienced with LARP's autorizing or Lux autorizing scripting. Now, I told in the videos prior to this that Carli 3 maybe it's better that we make a nice pop-up. So it's gonna be a question anyway for people. If we want to make your own ISO, then you'll like to make it personal, right? So these two guys need to go if I ever wanted to push it to the net. So I'm gonna clean up my act, as I say in English, clean up the folders. This thing I can push to the net. These two others were protected. So we have here the splash PNG. So this is gonna be more a graphical kind of explanation. I'm gonna open it with GIMP. And the other thing we can have a look at is properties already. It's 640 by 48, 480 I mean. So that's the size we should stick, that's my experience when developing ArcoLinux. Stick to that size, stick to the same size as the one from ArcoLinux and you'll be safe. So open it up, simple as that, open it up. And that's, no, that's not here, keep it closed, it should be here. This is the one I need. I want something different, right? I want to have my own setup. Now the coloring is actually nice, it's black, it's beautiful in design. But I need something from me, right? From a personal ISO, Carli. So we can open as a layer, that's maybe the first thing to do. And probably not having, maybe, yeah, I do have some stuff around. There's Carli, there's this. We could go for that one. So I have developed that, I had some thoughts on the matter and I've put it in. So this is the PNG, that's the SVG, so the original one. I created in something like InDesign, right? It's Inkscape. And this is the result in the PNG, meaning a transparent one. So I open this one, we get this as look. And this can replace this one, right? It could, we'll see. Anyway, we need a new layer. So as in Photoshop, you have what I call the God mode. You look from the sky down to earth, and this is how you look. And these are all glass layers. You either look through it and not. So the opacity is what makes your glass opaque or not, or transparent. So normally you put opacity to 200, you can just see through the bottom. Okay. New layer. I can choose the mode here. Gonna keep for normal and opaque normal with normal, transparent or not. At this point in time I can choose that, but you can always change it later on. This one goes out, so the eye is closed. There is no ArcoLinux anymore, but we can use, for instance, another layer. Okay, this being the background. Get our bucket in, choose a color, and I kind of like a dark color as background. So this could be it. Moving it more in the middle, but there is probably something to arrange it. So this thing, arrange it relatively to the image and put it in the middle. So that's exactly the middle, and that's the middle of the middle, which I don't want. Control Z, because we have our grub in here. So underneath we need to have places, right? So it can't get any lower than this one. So actually we should do this. Well, it's okay, right? So it should stay up there, and here grub will have its place to have the lines. So this is what it looks now. Carli, we can give it maybe some light. I don't know if we can give it some things. This is a lighter, brighter light in there. I have to think what we can do as idea. So now the creativity needs to kick in and see what and how and whether we'll do something different. to the system. So let me try some stuff. Playing around again, I'm playing around with gradient tool to see if that's something is that I like. Escape. So having some fun, pausing, another look, pausing, testing it out. I'm liking this one. Pausing. Another one I like. I'm probably gonna keep. Alright, so we've made ourselves a gradient with these tools up here, selecting colors and shapes and all that. Repeat some, I don't know, some 15 or so I've seen, and I think I'm gonna keep this one. So we're moving this guy over here. The R is a little bit too much to the top. Rather keep it a little bit space up there. The guy can be centered and is centered exactly, so that's okay. Relative to the image, center, click and click, done. So file, save as, splash XSCFC, you can see whatever I did on this file. So these things you'll get these guys as well, these layers. So we started off from this look and we added our logo. So this look is gone, logo, and this is the white. This is some experiment, or black, also experiment. So this is nothing, does not need to be there. It's just this one that's actually important. So 2 layers that make up our new logo instead of this one. So there's a light spot here. We'll have our light spot on the side. Okay, it's all choice. It's at some point you just have to say, okay, this is it. So saving at the proper place, save as. It's in Eric Carli 3 sys Linux / okay, save, replace. And now we have to export this because it's not an PNG. XCF is actually docx, is actually XLSX, right? It's just the file for this particular application. It's not a GPG, it's not a PNG, so we need to export it. Export as. We're still on Carli 3, etc. I am gonna keep the splash PNG original one, so we can work on that one. Splash original, okay, and we're gonna call it splash PNG. Okay, export. Check out all these things. This I will not put in there, and now we export. That can be gone. So now we have this. Where are we? Here and here. So that's the difference. A little bit more playful. The Carli. I will change it if we don't like it. As simple as that. It's just an image. It's the current creativity. And now the fun can start. Well, do we need to change a lot of things? We've just changed this, right? We've just changed an image. What do you know? It probably just kick off all the same. Right, it will. So we should build it. That's what we should do. Build this package. Remember, the mistake is going to happen. Sudo build. And let's see a little bit later how that's gonna look, because that's of course always the point. How will it look on a real system? And VirtualBox is not a real system. So you should actually burn it on USB and check out on your major big screen, big ass TV, I don't know, how it will look, because it's always gonna be looking great if it's on a small screen. So pausing here and waiting for the ISO to pop out. All right, let's check. It's done. Do we have our own creation? Do we have our own look? So normally pointing to the same place, so I can just double click. But as I thought, it's now on screen too, because now I'm recording on here. And this is what we've created. So now we have our personal or personalized splash screen. And I'm going to write it to USB and have a look on 8920 on 1080 screen resolution, if that's still okay. All right, so this is how we make our own look on Carli. Cheers.